in this session, I'm going to explain OOPS concept. Okay, I assume that you all knows about core Java and some basic concept, and you already start writing some of the coding. So these things, I'm going to explain in this session all concept along with the real life example how that concept is going to be used in your project code, and what are the scenario based questions it will come with respect to that concept by interviewer, so that you can crack any of the interview, and you will feel very smooth whenever you start working on your project. Okay, so here I will try to explain oops concept. Along with that, I will try to explain JVM, JRE and JDK, and if time will permit, I will try to cover some more things, JVM architectures and all. Let's see. So what is object? Everybody knows about it. I think you know Java is object oriented language, right? Some people will say partial object oriented language, some people will say fully object oriented language. So what is your opinion? Java is partially object oriented or fully object oriented?
Like partially,
Partially objective.
because some of the primitive types are not primitive data types are not objects actually. Int, float, those things are not objects.
Correct. So, object means, as a layman, means you don't know technology. If I'll talk about object, anyone can understand, right? What is object? Object means things which having, you see here, mobile is a object, laptop is a object. Whatever you are seeing, you are able to feel, touch. That is object. But what that object is playing a role in the real life industry or coding or projects and all, that is the more things you need to understand. Okay, so if I'll talk about class, class means which does not have any physical existence. Suppose whatever you are thinking, okay, if you tell to me, hey Narendra, this is my plan, so can you teach me this way? So your plan you kept in your mind and you told the plan. Whenever I will execute, then only it will be like common physical. How I will execute, I will speak and I will share my screen and I will explain, I will write something. That is a physical activities I'm doing. But whenever you plan something, you have not done any physical activities. Suppose in your mind you are having a plan to build a dream house, so that dream house building, that is your plan. So whenever you will try to construct that, so you will call a builder or some contractor, you will say that, hey, these are my plan, can you implement it? So once you will implement your thoughts and plan, then it will come to the physical existence of the building. So that building is a physical existence of your plan. So we can say object is something which having you are able to feel and touch, and class which is a plan or blueprint, we can say, right? So here I will say something. You people are able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
I am having a test class. I wanted to add two numbers, so I will say int a equal to 10, int b equal to 20. I will say int result equal to a plus b. Then I will say system.out.println. Right? So inside the class, if you are writing something, so this is your plan, you wanted to do, you wanted to do some operations, but it is not allowing to do. You should have a main method. So inside the main method, you are writing. Okay. So you wanted to do addition of two numbers. So inside that method, you are writing, and if you run, it will do. It will make the results of 30. So in reality, you wanted to construct a table. So what you will do, you will not start constructing by yourself. You would depended on someone else. Like carpenter, you will call and he will tell, can you construct a table for me? He will say, yes, yes, I can do. So he will ask, what is your opinion and thought? What kind of tables you want? Okay. So instead of doing the same things by using this method, instead of doing same things in a single class, so what I will do, this addition things, I will I will take care in a some other class. So what I will do, instead of writing this logic here, I will write this logic in some other class. That class, you can say it is a calculator class, and you are doing these the two numbers you will give, and he will add and he will give you the results. So how I will call this add method? This is a method. This is a method of this calculator. So you need to call the calculator method. So how we will call the methods? You need to create an object, because it is not a static method. So anything not static means you cannot access, because it is static context. So don't worry about static and non-static. I will explain you in some other session. Just for the timing, I'm explaining what is class and what is object, what is the need of that in real life. For that case, I'm telling. So I wanted to call this add method of this calculator class. So I will create a object here, calculator, calculator equal to new calculator, and I will call calculator dot add. And how many? So I'll call like this. Then I will print this in result. Okay. Because I am calling means it should return. That means one class here depend in another class. This is you. This is the carpenter. And this is you. You want a additions, so it depend on some other class. And to access that data member, that methods, you created an object. Then only you can access. So once you created an object, all the data member which came to memory. Until if you have only this class, no, but no memory created. Okay, no existence. There is no physical existence. Okay. So now same example I given here. Okay. So this obj here, it is a object. Okay. And this is a class. So if I will ask you what is class and what is object, class means what is, it is a blueprint, like there is no physical existence. And object means there is, you created that, you executed that, and you implemented that, and that some memory created in the JVM, in the I will explain you in the JVM architecture where it is created and what all. So that is object. For the timing, you understand in this simple. So somebody will ask you what is oops. So what you will tell, oops having four concept. You never say other than this anything. That four concept is encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and data abstractions. Okay. You will say eat ice cream and play alone. So you remember, for remember you can use this statement. E for encapsulation, I for inheritance, P for polymorphism, A for data abstractions. Okay, if somebody will ask you, can you explain OOPS concept? You say these four concept. And what about object and class? Jivan, what about object and class? These are not concept. Yes, these are also OOPS concept, which is coming under this.
Yes.
Under this object and class always will come. It is inside, it is under this, it will come. Okay. So eat ice cream and play alone. You remember, because suddenly these four, if you will speak right, after some days you will forget that four name. Otherwise you will say all idea passes away. Like this, you we are having some shortcut. I just analyzed and got it. So abstractions, inheritance, polymorphism and data abstractions. This is mm, all idea passes away. A for abstractions, something like that. One statement I forgot. Leave with that. Okay. So you remember this line. Okay. So now we'll understand. Like we'll understand this line I was trying to tell you. E for encapsulation, I for inheritance, P for polymorphism, L1 for abstractions. Okay. So now let me explain you these four concept, and inside that object and class once again will come. Don't worry. Okay. What is encapsulation? Okay. Encapsulation means that capsule you have eating, right? You already have eaten whenever you are ill, right? That is encapsulation. That means multiple goalies, it will be wrapped together in a capsule covering. So that goalie, it belongs to similar. Like one capsule will fix one problem. It cannot fix multiple problem. So otherwise similar problem. Okay. So those similar problems, that similar attributes or something you are putting inside the cover, that is called encapsulations. Okay. You see, we are having some data member and some methods. Some data member means the variable I declared int a and int b. These are data member. Method means behavior. Behavior means methods. It's different names. Somebody will tell that data member. Somebody will tell that variables. Somebody will tell that method. Somebody will tell that functions. So, but the recommended way we speak like this: data member and methods. So some combinations of data member and method, if we'll combine it, that will call as class. And if a class is combinedly like this, it will be there, then it will be called that encapsulated class. Okay, a class can be told as encapsulation. Encapsulation means whenever security come, you cannot access one by one goalies, right? At a time you can access. You can access the cover, but you cannot access the goalies. Right. So whenever encapsulation concept will come, you think about security. Okay. You see, you are having a private variables. That private variables belong to this class. But outside you wanted to access this variable. You cannot access that. So through a method, there is a public method, you can access it. So if you need some amount from your dad is not allowing you to access the amount from his pocket or from his account. So you will put a request, he will give that amount to your mom, and mom will give to you because he is not believing you. You maybe misuse that amount, but mom is using that amount correctly for other things. Just I'm giving one example. So you can collect from mom like that. So here, whenever security things will come, that times encapsulation will come. So here some data member outside no one can access. How will restrict that? Will make private, protected, public. So those are access modifiers we put. So here I wrote some variables. So here int result equal to 0, int whatever I wrote, right? This is a variable. So this is public. If will not define anything, int result equal to 0, so it will become default. So we can make private means it will be private. So if we are making private means this data member can able to access by these methods. Okay, because these methods belongs to this class. That's what this class means. This class can able to access these variables. But outside this class, no one can access these variables. So here I wrote some variables. So here int result equal to 0, int You know, if you use that button to start button, the car will start. But you don't know how the car is getting start. Like car is getting start, it is fetching fuel from engine. Sorry, it is fetching fuel from the tank. How the fuel fetching from the tank? By the engine. In engine, which specific part is working to feed the fuel? All these things nobody knows. Even though if you wanted to know, you will able to know. No, right? That car company will not show you everything. It will make it hide. You will not allow to know all the technology. And as an end user, you no need to know, right? So something he has mentioned here, method is there. This method is calling, and inside that it is fuel feeding happening by the engine. Even move method, who is calling? Employee don't have access to see the code of this come internally happening. So what is happening internally, how the things is going on, this employee move method or employee class doesn't have any knowledge and cannot access also. So that is called encapsulation. So here I give an example. You see, there is a class called bank account. Okay, so this class name is bank account. So encapsulation demo, you forget it, only bank account. In bank account, how much balance is there? This bank account class only able to access. Other than this, if anyone able to access, he will call that get balance method, and get balance method will give the balance. Only get balance method here returning the balance, right? So this balance make us private. So this balance, if you call directly outside of the class, it will be not accessible. But if you wanted to call, you will call to get balance. So this is restricted to this method only inside this boundary of this class by using this private keyword. This is called encapsulations. Okay, so I will come to you. What is encapsulation means? It is wrapping data into a single unit, or covering of data or binding of data into a single unit. Which kind of, what kind of data? Similar data. Okay. So here we are talking about account details. So here we are talking about account details. So account related data will be there. Balance is the account related data. We cannot put a employee user detail related data. So similar data we are binding into together. That is called encapsulations. Now you understand what is data abstractions. Then we'll see what is the difference between data abstractions and encapsulations. Many people will confuse that, and this is a very frequently asked questions in whenever they wanted to understand your depth knowledge. So oops concept, if you don't know, you don't know nothing. Actually they will feel like you should able to explain actually what is the difference between encapsulation and data abstractions. Okay, so encapsulation, something you got, class something you got, object something you got as of now, right or wrong, Abhishek?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if I say, can you give me one example of object?
Yes, sir. Like phone, mobile, laptop,
Yeah.
car, bike.
Yes. Okay. So if you, now I'm giving a small understanding what is that, then I will tell you where it is using in the real coding. Don't worry. Okay. So you see, now I will speak about data abstractions. Abstractions means what? It is similar to encapsulation only. In abstractions, whenever you are driving car, that move method, how it is working, you don't know. It is hiding something. It is not showing everything to the end users. So like these abstractions also doing same things. Whenever you are driving car, you know that if you are putting this bottom, car will move. But what is the things happening behind, you don't know. Like car, you see this ATM example also, you are inserting this card, and it is asking to enter the pin, you are entering the pin, and you are asking, you are providing the required amount you want, then the machine is giving the amount to you. But whenever you are entering the card, what is happening internally? Your card is validating. Definitely, as a layman, you are thinking that yes, it is happening. The card is validating and checking in database whether you are having balance or not. You are the right users or not. Authorization, authentication, many more things is happening. So then, where the validation is happening? In happening in the server. Where that server it is presented? It is in US or India or in Bangalore. If the server is breaked, that means your money gone. You have kept some data. Server is closed. Server is damaged, breaked. That means your money is safe, right? So all these things where it is authenticated, you don't know that, okay, but what is that happening you don't know, but you are able to use it. That means everything it is hidden purposefully. They will not tell you which server we are using, what are the authentication happening. All these things, even bankers, if you ask, they will not tell you. It is a security information, okay. So abstractions also hiding something, encapsulations also hiding something. You see, this guy is trying to driving a car. So without abstractions, he is driving. So he will think that what is happening, how the car is, what is happening whenever I'm driving the car. All these things he will think. So car companies, manufacturer companies is not allowing to know that, okay. And even though they're you are trying to know and they are allowing, it is none of your business, okay. So it is also hiding, okay. So now, what is abstractions? What is encapsulations? You got a basic idea. Now, what is the difference between abstractions and encapsulations? What is the opinion before speaking it? I wanted to ask in for you. Monoja, you wanted to speak? Monoja, your voice is not audible if you are speaking. Varun, you wanted to speak?
Yeah, like basically, abstraction is for hiding the implementation,
Mm-hmm.
and encapsulation is a wrapping of data into a single unit.
Okay, that
Basically,
also.
data protection actually, like private this keyword like we use to encapsulate data, and abstraction using interface and abstract class we use the for the abstraction concepts.
Good. Thank you. So, what is abstract class? Sorry, what is a data abstraction? What is encapsulation? Basic idea we got. So, how we'll implement encapsulation? I told you, right? We'll use public, private, protected, all these keywords. By defining the data members, you can secure, you can protect, so that outside cannot be able to access, and you are restricting that. So whenever encapsulation concept will come, you think about that security, and that security will provided by using that private, protected keyword. So think about that private protected access specifiers, okay. So we can achieve encapsulation by using access specifier, private, protected, public. And what about data abstractions? We can implement by using interface and abstract class. What is interface, what is abstract class? I already told something, I will explain you later. Wait. So by using those abstract class and interface, these are the concept actually we are using to implement our data abstractions, okay. So what exactly it is doing, what exactly it is doing in the high level designing, that it is hiding by, that it is hiding by abstraction. So high level designing, the designing things it is hiding, but in encapsulation, not designing thing, the implementation things is hiding, okay. So you think about how the car is running internally, what are the things is happening, that implementation is hiding. But here the overall, the design level, in the design overall level, they are hiding how the things is happening, okay. So here there is a small difference. So as I told you, whenever abstraction concept will come, you think about interface and abstract class. Whenever encapsulation concept will come, you think about access modifiers, okay. And what it is doing internally, that is hiding by abstraction in design level, but in implementation level hiding by encapsulation. And what is the definition of encapsulation? What is the definition of abstractions? Nobody wants the definition. I'm like, how will you explain that? It is hiding something and showing some essential detail. But here it is not hiding. Here we are binding and we are protecting our data. So this is the difference between data abstractions and encapsulations. Okay. So I told you data abstractions, encapsulation, object and class. You think about yesterday I given that example, right? I given the example of e-commerce applications, right? What is happening? We are having a user and we are having order, product. So what they will order? They will order some product, right? Product means mobile or laptop, whatever, from the Amazon or Flipkart, e-commerce applications, right? So a user will order. So here product users is known as object. And how we will create a physical product? We should have a logical class. Or how we will create a physical users? We'll have a logical class for that. In the users, what are the things will be there? So you will define here class user. You will say in user we are having name or id, user id. Okay. And string username. So these are the properties in the class you are defining. And in that other things also will be, some methods will be there. Okay, get user, all these things will be there, some methods will be there. Okay. So in that users, what are the things will be there? We are declaring some variables and some methods. And after declaring it, we are creating a object, a physical object. Suppose I am a user, so I will use that. So user naren equal to new user, and I will create an object. I will say user naren user equal to new user. Okay. So here I will call, whenever I will create Naren user, I should initialize some variable, some values, right? Naren user details. So there will be a constructor, parameterized constructor. Okay, user parameter constructor will be there. So name, ID, all these things will be there. So at the time of creating, you will say this is Narendra. So my ID will be 123. So like this, I want to create a physical user. How I will create? By using this logical class. This class is declared. So here user is a class, and payment is a class, service is a class, product is a class. Whenever you will create an object, so it will become an object. So once you will create an object, the memory will be allocated in the JVM. Okay. So this is class, this is user. What about data abstractions and encapsulations? You see, in payment informations and payment and order information, payment informations, or user informations, user information, some information should be protected. So there it will be encapsulation concept will come. So what are the payment information you are protecting? You are not showing outside world. So there encapsulation, and it will come. And how, whenever you are using your Flipkart or Amazon, you are clicking that bottom, order is happening. How internally the order is happening? What are the things is going on? How the validation? What is the validation happening? You don't know that. So that is data abstractions. Okay. So what is class, what is object, what is encapsulation, what is data abstractions? Something you got as of now, right? I will explain you before encapsulation and inheritance. I will tell you this. Okay. So you see, class is a blueprint. Here user, service, order, everybody is a class. Okay. And product, and whenever you are creating an object to use it, so it will become object. It will create an object. And encapsulation means that payment information, user data, somewhere we are hiding those data to outside world, outside of the class. So that is encapsulations. Data abstraction means payment service, notification service, how the payment is happening, what are the validations they are doing, how the notification is going. and what the validation is happening, all these things, that is data abstractions. Okay, and inheritance polymorphism I yet to explain. So whenever encapsulation concept will come, that means data protection concept is coming. You remember about public, protected, and private. Whenever data abstraction concept is saying that you are hiding the complexity. Okay, they given some libraries, you are making that call, JDBC connections call, you are writing 4 line, it is connecting to data. So in that method, what are the things they implemented, you no need to know also as a programmer even. So you are calling that JDBC connection method, it is connecting to the database. So that is kind of abstractions. So what is class? Class always will be blueprint, thought, thinking. Object always will be instance where having physical existence. So as of now, whatever I told, you are able to explain, right? You are able to understand, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hey Rupesh, you are following to me, right? Rupesh's voice, your voice is not audible to me. Okay. Bamsi, you got it, right?
Yes, sir.
So whenever we are doing a e-cart application or e-commerce application, in that application, why we need object, why we need class, and what is the use case of data abstractions, what is the use case of data encapsulation, something you got, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. Okay, I will explain more deeper, you wait. Okay, so now let me explain you inheritance. Inheritance means what? Inheritance means what? Inheritance means what?
Child class
Which
inheriting the properties of parent class, like all
correct?
the methods and functionality.
It
Exactly.
is a mechanism of acquiring the properties of the parent class to child class.
Okay. So
It
suppose one
it
class is
introduces
there
for
and some methods are there. Okay. So you no need to write that same method if you need that similar kind of method in a different class. So you will reuse it, right? You think in logically in a real life system. So whenever something ready-made already there, so why you will redefine and rewrite the things, you will make the use of that, right? Let's say user and admin user. So user having some properties and admin user also having some properties, almost admin user and user almost same, only admin user having more power, that he has some more privileges, some more access, whereas normal users not having. Every user having a name, email ID, and date of birth, all this information. Every admin user also having the same information, but admin user having more access, so some more properties. So instead of writing all the things, right, you are having a user class, why you will write one more admin class? So why there is a user class already there here? So if you'll write admin user one more class, so you no need to redefine the things, right? You no need to rewrite the all the properties and all the methods. So once again you will write user, user ID, let's say like this. Okay, so we are having some properties, right? String username, string user email ID, all these things will be there, right? So not only for the properties, also behavior, some method is there, right? So delete user, add user, update user, so some more methods are there, so you no need to write. So what you will do, you will extend. If you extend that users, it will get, you will get all the properties, this is expected, right? So what are the new properties you need as part of more power you wanted to give to admin, you will add that. So you are going to reuse it whenever inheritance concept will come, you will reuse it. Okay, parent class is there, as I told you, user and admin user. So this is called single inheritance. So we are having, this is multi-level. So user, admin user, I will say root user. So if we'll talk about root user, it is more powerful than admin user. So like this we are having multi-level inheritance. Okay, so always you tell me, Jiban, parent class is powerful or child class is powerful?
Child class is powerful because when we overriding the methods at runtime, it will.
Okay, Vamsi, you tell me. Sorry, Jiban. I am just asking to Vamsi what is his opinion. Child class is powerful or parent class is powerful? Vamsi,
Sir,
child class is powerful or parent class is powerful?
parent class is powerful, sir.
Yes. Rupesh, parent is powerful or child is powerful? Hmm? Powerful means what? Abhishek, who will be more powerful?
I think child class because it have all the properties of upper level classes.
Yeah, powerful means, you see here, user having three properties or four properties. Admin user will have more properties. So in that case, he has more powerful. You got it right, Vamsi?
Yes, sir. I will say in terms of uh, in terms of
Mm-hmm. No, you are thinking in even in real life also. Let's see, I am more powerful than my parents because whatever things my parents don't know, that I know. Actually, if you think that always parents wants my child will be more success than me, that is the expected behavior. So what happened, whatever I know, whatever my fathers know already, he has told me, taught me, and he wants I will be more powerful. So he is telling to me, Narendra, whatever I know, I am telling to you, you know, and you try to know some more things. Same things also I am doing for my children. So in reality also, that is maximum times you will get this kind of behavior. And in the coding wise, you think there is a class, we are making reuse of it. So in that case, we are having, if you think about car, right, we are having base model, then some moderate, and then we are having top model. So always whatever we have in base model, same features you will get in the top model, right? And in top model you will get some more features, and you will have some sports model, in that you will get some more features. So always child class will be more powerful, that is true. So if you listen me and if you practice, one day time will come, you will know more than me. So if I am teaching something, you are inheriting my knowledge, I am transferring my knowledge to you. So if you listen and obey whatever I know, I am telling. So even though I don't know something, if you add in that, you will be more powerful. So that's what I'm trying to say. Now it's clear, right, Vamsi?
yes, sir.
Okay. So there is, this is called hierarchical inheritance. Okay. So one parent, we are having multiple child. This is possible. And you see, this is called multiple inheritance. Means one child, but multiple parent. A is a parent, B is a parent. They are having single child. So this inheritance is a problem. This inheritance is a problem. What is problem? What is problem? Before understanding, you see one more. You see what happened. This is hybrid inheritance. Here, multi-level and multiple. A inheriting from C, and C is inheriting from A, and D is inheriting from C. If you see here multi-level and multiple, here B, C both parent having one child D. So this is combinations, multi-level and multiple combination is known as hybrid inheritance. Okay. So this hybrid inheritance also a problem, and this multiple inheritance also a problem. You see, what is this? Bumpsy?
Horse.
And horse is a animal, one kind, one type. We can say horse is a class here. And horse is a class or object? This horse is a class or
Object.
object? Object, because you are able to see and feel all these things, so it's a object. But if I'll not show anything, I will say horse, so you will think it is black horse or white horse. What kind of horse? It's small or big? So in your mind something will be there, right? But if I'll show you this, you will say okay, this is a object. But if I'll say only horse, horse is a class. Now horse is a class. Now if I'll show, it is a object. So you see, this is a, what is this? This is a bird. What is this? Eagle. So eagle is one kind of birds or animal, and horse is one kind of animal. So both are two different. If this is a parent, this is a parent. If you inherit, one horse cannot fly. So it's not possible, right? Two parents, single child. In reality, it's not possible. A child cannot have two parents in reality, and here also I'm saying it's not possible. So a horse cannot be, it cannot be a unicorn. Unicorn in really unicorn is not possible, man. In movie we saw that. That's what I am trying to say. Okay. So it's not possible. A horse cannot fly, because a bird can fly, but horse cannot fly. Right? So if horse is a class, bird is a class, if you want a child among these, it's not possible in really. It's a ambiguity. That's right. In Java also, they don't want any ambiguity. That's why they have not added. So multiple inheritance. You got it, right? Hmm? Now let's see the code. Everybody following me, right?
Yes, yes, Naren.
Yes. Yes. You see, I will show you. I will show you inheritance demo. You see, many more things I will tell you now. You just focus. You everybody are here only, right? Your mind should be focused now, okay? Rupesh, you are telling something? You are raising hand, somebody raising hand. Who? Yeah, Rupesh, you wanted to say something? Okay, okay. It's okay, no problem. So here you see there is a class. Okay. Instead of showing these codes, you will be confused. I will tell you here. There is a class called car. Okay. And car having some properties. Okay. Car having capability of maintaining a engine, like car having a engine and speed, move, all these things car having. And from that car, you wanted to construct a, if we'll talk about Tata car, so in the Tata car, we are having some base car. Okay. And in that base car, we are having some model, like I will say Tata Nixon. So we are having many more car like this, right? Tata Nixon. Then in that Tata Nixon, we are having base model, top model, and some model. Okay, I will say XZA plus. Many more model are there. Okay, and we are having sports car. So these sports cars always will be, it is bottom most. Okay, this is bottom most. So it will be more powerful and more costly also. It is having more speed, everything will be more. Here you will get mileage also less because my it means you need to spend more money to maintain that. Okay, so in this example we will see. Now you see this example, there is a car class. Okay, whatever I am talking, wherever I'm moving the cursor, you focus there only. Other things you no need to focus. You will focus everything, then you cannot understand. So a car I declare as interface. Okay, and I'm saying a car will run. Okay, so I wanted to create a Tata Nexon basic model car. So that basic model car also should have this method run. So instead of writing a separate class, what I did, I implemented from this car interface, like implements car, and I implement for the Nexon basic model what is the implementation needed for running that car. I implemented it. So like this, I implemented one more car called Tata Nexon XZ Plus, something more versions. So also I implemented here. What I did here, you see, it can run within 100 kilometer maximum. But here, this car can run maximum 150 kilometers. But if you take sports car, it will be run 300 kilometers per hour speed. So I have implemented it. So each car, I'm just giving more implementation, like I'm adding more features. So I have done so. So this is a which kind of inheritance? This inheritance I given, this is a which kind of inheritance? Car, then having one child class, basic car, then some automatic car, then sports car. So automatic car inheriting from basic, and basic inheriting from car, and sports car inheriting. This is which kind of inheritance, man? Rupesh? Sorry, Barun?
It's car is inheriting the atomic inheriting car.
So
That
here you
is
see car, then I told like car, then Tata Nexon basic model, then this is XZA plus one model car, then sports.
mm,
This is which kind of
that's
inheritance?
multi-level inheritance.
Yes, multi-level inheritance. Okay. So here what happened? So this is a parent of this class, right? Inheriting. That means this is the parent, and sorry, this car is the parent of this one, right? So here sports car parent is Tata Nexon XZ plus. So this automatic car parent is basic car. Basic car parent is car. This ladder you are getting, right, as I showed you.
Yes.
Okay. So now what I did, for each car I implemented one method called run method. And for each car I given more implementation logic, like more powerful I made it as per need. So now what I will do, I will create an object. You see this Tata Sports, it is extending from this automatic car XZA plus, which is automatic. So what I will do, I will create this Tata Sports, the sports car object, and that object I will assign to a parent reference. So car is the parent. So parent class reference here. This is the reference, and the physical object we are creating we can assign. That means a parent can hold his child object. So this sports car is a child. So the child can be held by the parent. Our parent can hold and manage us. So that is the logic. So now by using car, I will run car dot run. So now what will be the output? You see, everywhere you will get run method in all classes. So if I'll say car.run, what will be the output? Barun, you tell me.
Car dot run, that will be running in the speed of
It will run which class car? Which
Tata
Tata Sports.
Sports. Tata Sports.
this method will show, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it will show this running in the speed of 300 kilometers, right?
Yes.
Yes, correct. So now, Jiban, you tell me, I will remove this now. So if you remove, what will happen?
Sir, no method will call.
Barun, you tell me why no method will call. Here, if you are
Because,
removing, here the method,
because run method.
no,
Run
wait.
method executed in
So
the
I,
Tata
I,
instance of XZA plus.
wait. I removed it, but logically, this method, it is there. That method, even though I removed, it is there. How it is inheriting this method? Whatever method, if you are extending whatever properties you will get, all properties, it will come to here. If it is not private, then it will flow. So here this is a public method. So even though I removed this method logically present here. Got it?
Yes.
So what
That
will happen? You are
running
sorting,
in speed 150 it will execute, right?
yeah, 150 will be execute. Okay, the speed I'm just commenting out. Okay. So how the control is going, a very important things I'm telling. Definitely, if you are trying a job, your experience is less than 5 or 6 years, you will get this kind of questions in interviews. But if your experience is more than 10, 15 years, nobody will ask these questions. It is implementation level questions. That's what I'm prioritizing. You listen me properly. So what happened whenever I told that a new car equal to new Tata Sports, and whenever I run, this method is running. So if I'll add this method here, it is running the bottommost method, that is 300 kilometers, as you saw already, right? So now what I will do, no, what I'm trying to say here, the control is coming whenever you call, right, it will car equal to new Tata Sports. The control will go to here, and it will check whether run method is there or not. If run method is not there, it will check in the topmost it is there or not. So it is there, wait. So if it is there, it will check whether this car having any implementer class. Yes, it is there. So then it will see whether it is any method is overridden. Yes, it is overridden. If it is overridden, it will check once again. Is there any subclass of that class? Yes, it is there. If it is overridden, yes, it is overridden. So if it is overridden, then once again it is taking. Then it is printing. It is printing the bottommost. This is the rule. Whenever it is finding, control first coming here, and it is finding means it is checking is there any subclass. If it is not finding, I will tell separately what is happening. So if it is finding means it is checking whether it is subclass is there or not. It is subclass is there, whether it is implemented. Yes, implemented. Once again it is checking. Finding means it is coming to bottommost. Okay. So now you tell me, I will do like this. I will say sports car is equal to, I can write like this, right? So this Tata Sports is a this Tata Sports is a parent class, and this Tata XZA Plus, sorry, Tata Sports is a child class, and XZA Plus is a parent class, right? So a parent can hold the child class object, right? So whenever I will call, what will happen? The control, whenever I will say car.run, control will come here. Where it will come? In this class. In this class it will come and it will try to print. If we don't have this method, if you don't have this method here, what will happen? If you don't have this method here, what will happen?
Start on exam x data plus run will be run.
Mm-hmm. If we are not finding this method here, actually control is here only. We are calling which reference? Tata Nexon XJA plus. So control will come here. Tata Nexon XJA plus. Wait. Control coming here. And it is trying to search, but it is not finding. Whenever it is not finding, it is taking. It is checking whether in top it is there or not. In top it is there. So it is printing that. This 100K. But whenever control came, it find or not find? In this scenario, whenever control came, it find or not find? This method logically present. This method logically present here. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
So if it is finding, it will check the bottommost. If it is logically not present, that means this method not at all there. So I am just removing here. Okay. So why it is showing error? Because if you are implementing something, then you have to implement. If you are extending it, so you see what will happen now. In XZA plus, we are extending. Let's say this is also not there. But in sports that methods is there. So now what will happen? You are calling a method. The control trying to go to this class and trying to search run method is there or not. It is not finding. It is checking whether in top level it is there. No, it is not there. It is checking top level is there. No, it is not there. So whenever it is not finding means it is checking in the top. If it is finding means it is checking in the down. So here not finding, you see the control is going here, but in subclass it is there. Okay. So in the Tata Sports, don't think that in Tata Sports, object we are giving to him. Don't think that this is the car, it will search here, it will come and it will search here. In Tata Sports, no. The control is checking in which class reference it is. This class reference. So it will go here and it will check. It will check that run method is there. No, it is not there. So if it is not there, it is checking whether the base class run method is there. No. If you would have a base class run method here, if you would have a run method here, so no error. So if we'll say, you are getting me, man. So in Tata Nexon, it came here. In XZA plus, it is finding the method. No. If not, it is checking in the top. It is there. If it is there, actually in logically it is present. It is finding here, but the control will go and check in the top. It is there. Yes, it is there. It is printed. So I told you two rule. Whenever finding, it is going to bottommost. If it is finding, it is going to bottommost. Whenever not finding, If it is not there, so it is searching in top. If top it is not finding any of the top, it will show error. Two rules I told. One, now with respect to that, I will ask you something. You see, now method level I told, if you find, what will happen? If you will not find, what will happen? If it will find, it will, if it is finding, it will give the bottommost implementation. Here bottommost implementation is this one. If it is not finding, it will check in top. In up to that, wherever we call the reference from xza plus. From this xza plus, if we don't have any run method, then you will get error. Clear? Now everybody understood two rules. Whenever finding, what will happen? Whenever not finding, what will happen? If finding, it will check whether is there any derived class and is there any child class. Yes. Is there any implementation? Then we'll call that implementation. Then once again, if it is, it will not call, it will check is there any subclass, the bottommost it will print. So like this, if you are not finding, it will go to top. Now you tell me, here speed I declared 50, here speed I declared 100, here 150, here 300. So now here I will say car, car, and Tata Sports. And I will try to print the speed. What will happen? Barun only will tell.
Car dot speed. Speed will be 300.
Why? Now the control will go where? This car dot
Um,
speed control will go to here. Control will come and check here, right? Which reference you are calling? The reference belongs to which class? Cars. Control came here. Then,
yes,
then,
sir.
then you are checking whether this car class or interface having any subclass is having. So it will go.
Yes,
It will check here. So once
yes,
again, it is checking whether having any subclass. Then it will check here.
yes.
Then that, like this you are saying bottommost, right?
Yeah, it's overriding.
But this understanding is not correct. Anyone having any thoughts on this? What is the output? Manoja, you wanted to speak here? It will print, it will print 50 only. Why? The rule I
Yes.
told, that is for method.
Uh,
Okay, the rule I told, that is for method. But in case of variable, variable is not overriding. Method is overriding. Method overriding are there. Variable override is not there. So one method you wrote, and if you are overriding that same method once again here in this class, so it is prioritizing the local one, the overridden one. Okay, so a method can be override, a variable cannot be override. So that's what control directly going there. Control, whenever you will call, the control will go to this car class and it will find 50, it will print. If you will not declare here 50, what will happen? You will get a error. Got it?
mm,
So now
yes,
you tell me, if you understood, then now you tell me what I will do. I will say car equal to Tata Sports. I will say instead of car, I will say this guy, automatic car. Automatic car I will make. And I will say car dot speed. Now what will be the output? If you see which reference it is calling this reference. So it will show 150. It is not going because a variable cannot be override. Okay, got it?
yes. It takes the class reference.
Wait, yes. So if this is not there, why you are not getting error? You tell me. We don't have any error. And what will be the output now? That times we got error, but these times we are not getting error. Don't be confused. Tell me. You see, when you are trying to call it with respect to which this class reference, it is coming here and it is seeing that that speed is not declared. You see, but logically this variable it is inheritance happening, but overridation not happening. So 100 you will see result.
Yeah, 100
Got,
it will print.
got it?
Yes.
But if this 100 also you have not declared here, what will happen? You will get
Uh, car
that
car
unit from
value it will print. 50.
you will get 50. If this 50 is not there, then you will get error. You got it, man?
Yes.
So a method can be a method. My voice is echoing. A method override is possible, but a variable cannot be override. Right? Everybody clear? I told a two rule. I told a two rule. So what is that two rule? Abhishek, you tell me.
Uh, like when we found the method, then we need to check below. If
Hmm.
we not found, we need to check above. And also, only method can be override. For a variable, we cannot override, so we need to check for class reference.
Correct. And a correct. You told correctly. Okay. So now everybody is following as of now, right? Rupesh, you joined two times. RGT, who is RGT?
Sir, it's my number only.
Okay. So what I'm saying, everybody is following, right? Everybody is getting as of now. Jiban,
Yes, sir.
you are getting what I'm trying to say,
Yes, sir.
or it is overburden.
No, sir.
So before moving to polymorphism, I'm telling one things. Okay. So what is this? You know, this is a caterpillar. Caterpillar, you know, right? So
Yes,
what it is doing, this caterpillar, what it is doing, it is it is a very teeny, right? So it's a egg only. So what happened now that caterpillar trying to be birth. How he will birth? He is breaking that cell by himself, right? He's breaking that. And what happened? After getting born, he's feeling very hungry. So he's eating that cell. And after that, he will eat lots of leaf and the size of the caterpillar will be 10, 20, 30, even 40, 50 times growth he will do. Caterpillar was very small, now it is big. And now after he become very matured and big, he is now ready for a new life. You know that caterpillar, right? So now his skin is going to be older, you see. It's very matured. What he's doing? He's trying to remove his skin. The caterpillar actually he wanted to digest himself. You see, after some days it will be like this. It is maturing, right? From that caterpillar he will become butterfly. He is ready now to come out. You see, he is trying to come out. He came out finally, and he's flying. This is the life of a caterpillar. You know everybody, right?
Yes.
yes,
So this is a process actually. Okay, so it is not one day. I don't know exactly. It will take months. Okay, not one day or 2 days. It will take 1 month, something like that. I don't know exact time. So he's struggling actually. You see, he's struggling. He become, he wants to come out, eat, then all these things. In all phases, he struggles something. When child baby was observing everything, that caterpillar is struggling a lot to become a butterfly. This process he was observing, and what he did at this stage, that baby took this beads, okay, took, and he tried to open it by himself. He's telling you how, why you are struggling. So he opened. Once he opened, the caterpillar, that butterfly dead. Now you tell me, Barun, why that butterfly dead?
Because it did not put enough effort to open. After the opening of that caterpillar, the pouch is there, no? It releases certain hormones, like it will give strength to them, so that it will fly. It has a strength to fly. Like until it struggles, like it cannot come out and fly actually.
Manoja, you agree with Varun? Manoja, not able to talk. Your voice is not audible to me. Yeah. So Jivan, you agree with Varun, right?
Yes, sir.
So there is process, and in the process you need to struggle. That butterfly, that caterpillar struggle to become butterfly. The baby was observing, and he told, I will help him. So he tried to help him, but the way he helped, that is correct. The emotions and the sympathy and the expectation of baby, that is absolutely correct. But once he helped, right, he did. That means if I'll help everything coding to you, you will feel very like good, but it will be not helpful actually to you. You have to code yourself. You have to spend time to understand. I will keep on talking, okay? So if you are not digesting, that is not useful. How it will be digest? You need to listen that. You need to code it. You need to practice by yourself. So if somebody will do for you, it is danger for you, right? So if everybody is fine, I will continue this. I need another 15-20 minutes to explain encapsulation. The last concept, encapsulations. Inheritance I explained, encapsulation, and Java virtual machine, JVM. I need 15 to 20 minutes. So if you all are ready, then I will continue. Otherwise, you will continue in some other session. So it should not be overburdened, because if you are listening, and but for me, I can speak continuously 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 5 hours. Nothing will be easy. We'll continue, Manaja. Okay. Okay. Whatever I'm explaining, you try to do one coding. Then you analyze it. What is this concept? Okay. How the payment order, all this, like that e-application or any application, you try to link that. Okay. Only small coding and one small analysis, that's enough. You have to do. Otherwise, everything will be valueless. You will listen like a story, then you will forget like a story. Like a dream, you will forget. Whatever story we have saw in the last night, in morning I forgot. Even though I remember 70%, I told to my family member, after few days I will forget what I saw in the last 15. So it will become like a dream. a show, a movie show. So nothing will be impact. So the impact will come if you try by yourself. You will struggle. There is no shortcut. There is no shortcut of achieving something. A continuous effort will achieve everything. You remember, a continuous effort. If you work today and tomorrow you will forget, that will nothing will happen. If you are working every day wrongly, that will helpful. You are failing every day, that will helpful. But every day you need to fail. You need to fail every day. You need to struggle by yourself every day. You need to spend time with your technology, with your laptop, with your IntelliJ ID or Eclipse ID, with that things. Your lover is now Java. Next 20 to 35 years, okay, you are going to enjoy your life. Without knowing Java, your life will be like dark. Everybody will insult you. If you don't have knowledge, then you don't have you. Nobody will respect, nobody will give you respect. And nowadays, not nowadays, all the days, knowledge is power of amount money. If you have amount, if you wanted to income more amount, then start preparing it. Like me, many tutor, many people are teaching very good than me, and you will get very good material, collections of material, collections of teachers or faculty or trainer. It's like nothing. I given you that example last couple of sessions regarding the collections of going to gyms and all, right? So every day you need to do. And there is two success of life, I will tell you. Remember this line throughout your career, it will be helpful. Success means that you need to obey two rules. Okay. First rule is I will work hard. I will do continuously work hard. Second rule is I will obey first rule. You take 10 rule, this rule always will come. There is no rule, only one rule. You take three rule, continuously you need to work. I don't know how to start coding, then start coding. I don't know how to write program, then start writing program. I don't know how to understand, try to understand. Read this, write this, listen. Or what you will do, I don't know. You have to do that continuously. Effort if you give, what will happen, your everything will be improve. Okay, so our mind in such a way that it will work. If you are doing some continuous job, mind will find a shortcut way. The video I'm editing, it took 10 hours, fast video. Second video, it took 10 minutes. Third video, it will take 2 minutes. So first video you spend 10 hours, but second video definitely it will not take to edit 10 hours. It will take 1 hour, something less. So like this, the difficult things nowadays you are thinking that will be one day easy if you are doing continuously effort. You read, understand, digest, do the program. Practice, think, analyze, discuss. So I am the person only, I can help you what to read, where to read, all these things. If I'll do everything for you, you will become like these things I showed you, right? You will become like this. You will dead man. It will be not useful for you. Okay, that's what I told this story, and I think you will take positively. I don't want to kill your time also. So that's what I told this story. That baby trying to help, but that guy dead. Okay. So now let's understand quickly these things here. So I'm continuously speaking means coding, it will be more dangerous. That's what I told something break. Okay, that's what I told that story. Okay. So now polymorphism. Polymorphism means poly means multiple, more than one. Morphism means action. It's a some word, Greek word, I think. Okay. So you see how I'm behaving in front of you. Once I will, but I will behave something different in front of my manager, my daughter. So everybody, I'm my same object, but behaving something different. So that is called polymorphism, man. Okay. So here you see. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Here what is happening, there is a calculator class. That calculator class, it is doing addition. It is doing addition job. A number a two number can be added, three number also can be added. Otherwise one integer and one more integer, one integer, one more double, one double value, another double value. Multiple combinations will come, right? Integer, a integer value can be added with double value, a double. So all these combinations will come. Will you take different method name? It is not ideal way actually in reality. So same method, but it is behaving differently. It will give different parameters. So the parameters, sometimes the order will be different, or the type will be different, or the number. You see here adding three numbers, three parameters. So either the order or types or number, anything can be different, but the same things it is doing. This is called method overloading. That means same method we are defining in the same class once again. This is called overload. Two concept, one is overload, another is override. So both overload and override, both concept implementing by method, sorry, polymorphism. So polymorphism can be achieved in two ways: method overload or method override. In same class, if we are having multiple method, either number of parameter, order of parameter, or types of parameters, so it will be different. Double. Here double int. I can say int double. One more if I'll add. So that is, the order will be different. I can write one more like this. I will say, you see, this is similar. Everything cannot be similar actually. I will say int and I will say double. So this is order will be different. Order means here double first, then int second. Here int first, double second. So either order will be different or types will be different. Int, here double. Or number, here two parameters, here three parameters. So if same class we are defining, why we are defining? We don't want to give different name, no confusion at all. Same name, different kind of things doing. So this is called overloading. So whatever I'm selecting, this is called method signature. Okay. So in method signature, we are having return type, we are having method name, we are having parameters. This is not method signature. This is access specifier. So method signature will start from here. That's what, if we'll change anything here, nothing will happen. This guy is public. I can make this method as private. Nothing will happen. It can be private. That means whenever method overloading concept will come, you need to think about it. The method signature is this much, and if you consider this much, this is called method prototype or something, I don't know, means prototype. Okay, so method signature, you need to think the method signature, the name will be same, but the parameters will be different, and return type also can be different, but it should be covariant. What is covariant? Like int can be converted to double, can be converted to int, something like that, which is compatible to each other. Int cannot be a string. Sorry, a string cannot be int. Suppose I will say ABC with 1 2 3. Like this is the integer, this is string. This is not covariant type, the super types. Okay. So don't worry for that. You understand what is method overloading now. Same methods we are redefining once again in the same class. So whenever we will call, you see, I am calling this three parameter method. If we will call this, add this method, means this is double and once again double. It will go to here. If we will call int or double and int, this will go to, sorry, this will go to double and int. And who will go to int and double? I have not make any call. So let me make a call like this. First I need int, then I need double. So it will go to that method whatever I define. So this linking at compile time it is happening. Before running this linking is happening. So this is method overloading. So method I told you, right? Polymorphism is two types of, two ways we can achieve. One is method overloading, another is method overriding. Okay. So method overloading nothing but we are saying starting binding or early binding or compile time polymorphism. Okay. Okay. So compile time polymorphism known as method overloading and runtime polymorphism known as method overriding. So overloading means in same class everything is happening. Overriding means multiple class. I showed you just right. So here in this abstraction, in this demo, inheritance demo, I showed you, right? This is overriding. So this is the base class, this is the child class. So whatever method here there, we are overriding it. So that means whenever couple of classes will come, child parent concept will come, that times the method overriding concept will come. And this method overriding concept will binding. The binding is happening at runtime. At runtime, it is deciding whenever you are running, it is deciding it will go to which method. So this is okay. Clear? What is method overload and what is method override? And you will override or overload. I told you in overload four things. And like override also, there is some rule. So what are those rules? I have already explained in this video. I don't want to kill your times. So everything you will get it. You go through these two videos, method overload and method override. Everybody listen me, right?
Yes.
So this method overloading and overriding explained it 20 minutes and 17 minutes. All scenario I explained. You just practice those programs. Okay? You
Sure.
just practice those programs and you will able to answer all the questions. I will ask you all the concept and I will explain the interview scenario based questions and I will take you the mock-up interview. If you fail, I will not allow you to attend further more session. You remember I'm very strict. So OOPS concept I explained. OOPS concept, OOPS principle. What is OOPS concept? What is OOPS principle? OOPS concept means eat ice cream, play alone. That four. OOPS principle means you add object and class in that. So that is OOPS principle. OOPS concept always will come four. Encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, data abstraction. So these things is over. Varun, Rupesh, everybody
Yes.
satisfied?
Like you explained about static binding, right? Could you please elaborate more about it? Compile time polymorphism.
Yeah, static
Why it
binding.
is called static binding?
Method overload. You go through this. If you still you go to it. What is
Sure,
static
sure.
binding? Static binding means that is the different name only. Okay, different name. Static binding, early binding, compile time binding, different name. Static or early binding or compile time binding. So this is
Before
different
like
name.
when the before the dot class file is created, so the binding will happen. That is the
Correct,
meaning.
exactly. Without running, whenever the compilation at compilation state, the binding is happening. Binding means which method belongs to which implementation. That kind of
Yes,
things
yes.
I'm talking. Because
Sure.
here in the once you will run it, then only it will know that the control will go which implementation because it is overriding, right? So this is the means overally I told you go through that two sessions. I don't want to kill your times instead of much
Sure, sure.
in this core Java. I will explain more times in this AI tool AWS if our time will permit.
Sure.
Okay, means like that. That's what I wanted to escape. Okay, so if you go through those sessions, if still having any doubt in next session, we'll discuss. Okay, so this point I completed. Now This point I will complete in another 5 minutes. It's fine, right? If you'll allow me, then I will talk. 5 minutes only it will take. Or it is not overburden anybody, right? Abhishek, you are getting right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let's speak about this guy, JVM architecture. Okay, I don't want to spend much time. Okay, before JVM architecture, I will explain this JDK, JRE, and JVM. So JVM is a component. What it is doing? It is executing your program. So if I'll run the it will provide the libraries. You see here, I talent, right? So the system is some other class. If you click, this is the predefined some other class. Inside, if you go, it will okay. So you see, the system is using internally some other class also. You people are able to see my screen, right? So all these things, related things, is needed to print this. To print this line, the system.out.println, these are the called a library class. So who is printing this? Who is doing the printing job? This program doing. And this program, who is making him to do that? JVM. JVM is a Java virtual machine. That JVM is doing the printing things. How JVM is doing? With the help of Java library. Like system class is making use of it. So who is the mediator person? Who is the helping to do the job? JRE, all libraries. And JDK means it will be totally all the tools, like we are compiling, running, and other things also we're doing, right? So that is belongs to JDK. So this is the figure. This is the real, actually, this is the real structure. Okay, if I will show you like this, I will, before showing this, I will give you one example. Here what you did, there is a car showroom, okay, and you wanted to purchase one Audi or one car. You went to that showroom, and you discussed with the agent. This is the car agent. He will explain, hey, if you take this model, this car, you are making understand all, and he has satisfied. This, you finalize this car, you booked it, you want to take it. But you are saying, I don't have full money to pay. He's telling, no worries, sir. We are having, we'll make you loan, we'll give you loan. So that guy is making convince to the insurance people. So he's telling, you go to this insurance, they will give loan, and or any insurance you want in your car. So you will go to that insurance people or loan people, they will make help. Okay, you went to that loan guys, or you want a insurance on your car, you help them. You went to that, and that guy agent is helping and introducing to insurance, and you successfully applied a insurance on your car, or successfully deployed, successfully after a loan, actually taken a loan. So then your car got delivered. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here, you tell me, who is JVM in this example? All these things executed by this agent. So agent is the executor of your plan. What car, what is the price, what is the model you want, what is your need, you explained, that is the class. And once your thought you transfer to the agent, agent finalize it. And you, okay, he decided this model, this car you need to pay, and you need to take, and you have to, if you are paying, if you are paying this much, you will give. Then you are saying, no, no, I cannot pay, people help, or this agent is telling insurance is mandatory. So you are telling, okay. So this agent is telling, okay, you go to loan department, you go to insurance department, and make the things is happening. Here insurance department and loan department are called libraries. Okay, and who is the JVM? This agent is executing your thoughts, he is the JVM. Libraries means JRE is the insurance or loan department. And who is JDK? JDK is the shop, total sum. You got it, right? So that's what now you correlate it. JVM, JRE and JDK. Here you see every here I am having Java 20, Java 17, Java 21. If you open any one, you see that is JDK. JDK is topmost, right? JDK. And after that, you will get JVM, you will get JVM. See, if you will see, this is JRE, and inside JRE, you will get JVM. JRE means libraries only, right? Got it? Clear, right? Okay. So now you see JVM architecture. I will tell you. Okay. So JVM doing two things: loading your class, whatever you wrote, that loading and executing. Where it will load in the memory. This is memory area. And how it will be load? Now how it will be execute by using execution engine. Where it will load in the memory area. And whenever it will be execute, it needs some other libraries, native method or native library. Suppose your application using .NET or Python language, some methods. So any other than any Java, if you are using some other language, some other methods, by using JNI, Java native interface, it is trying to reach out. JVM is connecting that other language, other method by using this JNI component. And the education engine is executing your program. So whenever class is loading in your class, you are having some static variable, static context. So all these static and common class, common things only will store in method idea. And whenever you are declaring any, sorry, whenever you are creating any object or array, that heap area will be allocated. So stack area, when it will be allocated, if you any local method or any local execution is going on, you will use stack area. And PC area, what will do? It will, it is a counter actually. It is a register kind of things. Like it will take record of which method is executing, which control, which part of the code is executing, what next code will execute. All this reference it is keeping. So native method area, as I told you, native method means a method which is not developed in Java. It is developed in non-Java technology. Those areas, if anything will come, he will keep here. So this JVM, I told the basic architecture. If you wanted to know more, so somebody will ask, and as a developer, you should know. It is not that much important. You should know basic. I have given. There is a video. You go through it. You see here short video, as I told you here I given, and one long video also there. Okay, 19 minutes. You can go through it. Is there any doubt? We will discuss. So I don't want to kill your times with some which is not that much important. If you will escape or know something basics, that is sufficient. I wanted to spend times more something which is more important. That's what I am doing these things. I think everybody is happy whatever I am doing, right? Feel free to let me know your opinion, man. Yeah. Barun is fine, right?
Yes, Narendra.
Okay. So you see, EJ has a relationship. If you are less than 4 5 years of experience, then check that. It will be useful. And after class interface, the real difference. Also, I explained here. You go through it. Already I told in that session. If you wanted to know, you can go through it. So it will be really helpful. Method overloading, overriding. You go through it. Whatever I told, what you will do, going a video, suppose it is 6 minute video, you wanted to complete it in 3 minutes. 3 minutes, what you will do, you will click here, then you will go to this settings buttons. Okay, in the buttons you will get, you can increase the speed. Okay, if you are very much understanding, know the concept, but you wanted to go through it, you can increase the speed to 1.25 or 1.5 or 1.75, even 2 also. You can just cross check it. And going through a video, understanding a concept, it's very good. But what the concept will be digest if you do the program for each concept. In JVM architecture understanding, it is a theory part, no need to do any program. But whenever you are understanding method overriding, you cannot understand anything. You will forget. Okay. So these two topics I covered, and whatever the things you need to prepare, that also I told. Only pending things from my end, I will explain the scenario based questions and top interview questions on these two topics. I will not explain in a session the interview or scenario based. Rather, what I will do, I will explain these are the topics. Once I will cover few more topics, then I will integrate with some topics, then I will ask question and take it forward. Is it clear?
Yes.
So this is all about the session.